And
Triple duelist!
Oh.
we are so back!
Okay,
Triple
we're up to the
duelist.
races
Hold on.
right
Hold
off
on.
the bat. I have not seen nor cast a triple duelist comp
Triple
since Talon in
duelist.
2023
It was
on
23.
Split,
Yep.
and it was dog water.
it was really bad back then. Now, I don't care what you heard about the potential scrims. It was very bad back then. And in all honesty, on paper,
Triple
nothing about this
duelist,
SLT comp
Waylay,
really gives me much
Reyna,
more confidence
Jet
other than the simple
for
fact
SLT.
that it's these guys. And when we're talking about the
Okay.
SLT players suddenly
Okay.
going in, getting a kill, and then baiting
What are
out
we
with a
looking
dismiss
at
on
here?
Reyna seems so possible.
No, it really does. I mean, the Reyna, it's few and far in between when we do get to see her, but every now and then she comes out. When we see it, it's often pretty damn good. Let's see how this looks. Triple duelist for SLT. They are looking to catch T1 completely off guard, off the rip, and now we are ready
This is
to get a
SVL.
glimpse
Here
of
we
it
go.
in action.
Lock in.
As we jump on to bind for
I'll
map
fix
1,
it for
our first
hopefully
semifinal.
soon. I don't think it's updated yet.
Well, we are in for a treat. T1 going to be starting on the attack, though, so we'll see if they can take the reins. SLT, obviously with triple duelist, the defense is going to have to just purely rely on going out and getting trades, and that's exactly what the three duelists are looking to do here in Showers.
It's all
Alright.
three of them.
3
Right
duelists
there,
playing
as
for
Stacks is trying to
Shell.
set up the haunt, does take a shot, so has to back away down to 54 HP. We're open for the taking, but looks like they are just going to go ahead and back away from this one as Munchkin explores towards Hookah, spots one, but
Zuna
Zuna
finds Meteor.
able to find the opening kill as Meteor will be dropped.
Cinder is all alone. He's already put a smoke down for long, but they're going to
Beyond's an
check for a
update.
Munchkin's peeking out. Cinder can't get the first shot. He finally
Cinder
gets one,
gets
getting it to
one.
almost lands a shot onto Buzz.
A player advantage now with those 2 kills. Buzz going up and over the top, dropping down, landing just on the side of Zuna, and is able to quickly find that kill. But
Hexy,
Zexy
1-1-1.
arriving, looking for the
Thanks
shot
for the
over the top, but it's
follow.
going to be Buzz with a 3K.
Okay,
Keep
Buzz
them at
finds a
parity,
third.
but both players
Oh,
so very
LP.
low, and now LP
Now Izu's
got
1
the
HP.
overhealing. Spike planted,
And the
Izu
triple
dead,
duelist wins the pistol
SLT
round.
take the opening pistol.
It's actually Klaus is going to get the wall bang right through the tube there, just making sure he doesn't have a chance to escape. So the
Flames
dominant
Z?
showing from SLT. I think
Who
one
is
thing they're
Win?
immediately going to feel though from this pistol is that okay,
I don't
T1
know,
is
man.
a team that also
I'm
knows how to
thinking I
fight.
will
These
still
guys
have
also
T1
like to get
here,
aggressive when they have the chance. The way
I'm
they
just
swarm
more
for sight.
interested
SLT's
in
thinking, okay, we gotta be
SLT
ready for
play
these multiple angles and the
triple
multiple targets.
triple
But
duelist, yeah.
overall, T1 also noticing that okay, SLT. We cannot consider them rookies. They know how to isolate these fights. Whoa, what?
Hello.
Being snappy here today so far, but unable to find that round
Pet
win. So
C-ball.
looks like
Yeah, you
Meteor
won,
just going to be
you
scooping
won.
up a Sheriff. Buzz
You're gonna win.
is able to
I
afford
believe
the
that.
half armor. As it's full weaponry and a Sheriff here for
Let's see
SLT.
whether the VOR is up. Let me
Push
try and
forward,
fix
there
that.
goes the Sheriff.
LP gets one
Oh!
with the judge.
Oh, okay.
Okay, LP. Reminder to everyone after we take a look at this. Hinder has connected, looking to try to overwhelm
Zuna
him.
still
Zuna's still
gets
able to
one
hold his own
even
for
though
one.
he-
As Klaus will be able to find Stacks at the same time. Push forward, this should be the round basically coming to its end unless Buzz is able to find something here.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
Cinder.
Tries to play it
okay.
a little too patiently, and Cinder will shut him down. So 2-0 start.
Why is
Oh.
just my
I was going to
VOR
remind
that's
everybody
not
that
updated?
LP, the one playing Reyna, is the IGL.
Oh, yes, yeah. Good point. Yep. After the Yoru, he's just saying, let's make it even harder for myself. Just trying to break all the challenges here.
One
Looking
day I
forward to
tried to do
BCT.
VOR.
But SLT, I mean, we knew they were aimers. That part's not shocking. Now, also, just as we continue to get started here in this match, a little history
Like
lesson
that.
for everyone.
Prem
Exactly
Pen Clang.
5 years ago,
Yeah, just come to
December
Soup if you
3rd,
wanna watch your
2020,
gameplay.
the first
This
time
is
Cinder
a
ever
very
played
good
against
one, I
Munchkin
think,
and
to
Buzz
watch.
back at
Triple
first
duelist
Oh,
on the
first
side
strike,
of
yeah, so that's when they were,
SLT.
Munchkin and Buzz were on C9 Korea. Cinder playing on Crazy Hamster. That's a long way back, but he's got some history throughout the annals of Challengers Korea and Japan. So 5 years in the making, now meeting at a much higher stage.
Yeah, going in.
Full flash connecting there on his exit, makes his exit back over the top of the truck. Buzz looking forward here into the smokes, not seeing anything. So refract will go ahead and end. It's just
Oh,
smokes across the
Cinder.
entire side. Munchkin's going to be able to find two. They
Munchkin
lose
finds
Izu
two.
and Buzz at the same time. So it is a
go watching
3v3.
will I not see.
Given Given the weaponry.
If you
even
wanna watch
Zuna
the
being
game, you
alive.
have to come to SOOP.
This is
I can't
not
show
a
the
freebie
feed
at
on
all for
Twitch.
T1.
Oh boy, LP's just gonna start charging into showers, isn't he?
Arriving there around the back.
Stacks with it.
Unable to find the
with you.
damage. LP now swooping in, does have that judge, but swaps it over, finds a
Munchkin?
Phantom. Munchkin
Finds a
getting a
thunder
third.
round.
Will finally be
Zuna
taken
does
down,
kill
is
him.
now going to be on Meteor. The 1v2
Meteor.
finds the first, knows exactly where Zuna's going to be.
Whoa,
But no,
Zuna.
checks over, maybe he thought it was
And now
going to
they
be a
convert the
rewrap.
bonus.
Zuna gets it done, and that is a bonus converted. 3-0 start for SLT.
There's a reason I was getting so excited for that final
Okay,
kill
it's
because
just
it's such a mind game between Zuna and Meteor, two players we know for their clutches. Zuna tries for the jiggle, tries to spam him through the corner of the box, and then he just holds. No sound, no footsteps, no bullets. It forces Meteor to wonder if he's wrapping around the far side towards the spike. And it's just a
get a
timing
VR
call from Zuna.
VOR page
You don't
up
see that
when
every day, a
that
mental outplay
decides to
against
work.
Meteor.
That's
It
why
may just end up being a timeout call
I'll
for
try and
T1.
talk you guys
Maybe
through
after
it.
another round
Okay.
here.
T1
Get through
on
the
an
eco
eco after
attempt
losing that
See if you pull
anti-bonus
that
round.
off. If not, pump the brakes.
SLT here
Zexy,
buying two
outlaw.
outlaws on the Zexy and Klaus.
Forward here, getting on a
The
very
complete
deep angle
opposite
through showers.
sides of the map. Zexy
Still,
pushing
though,
out showers, finds
quick on the
one.
draw, able to find one.
Does not find the
quite ready for
second.
that second, so
Munchkin gets the
Munchkin does
punish
manage
with
to find the
Stinger.
punish, a 1-for-1.
But the big thing here is they've already cleared out
Cinder
B side
here
on the
now,
defense. You have
Coming
Klaus
to fill
pushing
the
all the
space
way
that
through spawn.
Zexy left.
Because that Molotov, they're unable to go ahead and recover the weapons. The
T1 are
outlaw
into
is
the
going
A
to be left
side.
on the floor, but do have these
LP
lurks, but
finds
spot
Meteor.
of the Sheriff. Meteor going to be taken down. LP able to find him.
Oh,
Looks like
Klaus
it's just going to
actually
be a double
pushing
back through
very
Market
deep
over towards
here,
B while they
but
leave
he's not gonna
Buzz
catch
on the lurk.
T1 rotating back towards the B
Unfortunately
side.
for Klaus, they've kind of missed each other as he chose the long way around. SLT might get caught by a little surprise if they hear that
Buzz
the
is
spike gets planted.
also
Nobody
in
will pay
lamps.
any mind to B. It'll happen soon enough, though.
I don't think
Klaus is
he'll
gonna start
find
closing
anyone.
in.
Maybe Klaus?
I mean, Buzz is starting to move around.
Yeah, Klaus
Better if he
might
just stays
find
tucked
him.
here, tries to catch people on the rotation.
Timing here.
Yep, Klaus has seen
Yeah.
him. Just enough.
Oh,
Ow! Okay, well,
Klaus.
Okay. It happens.
Shots going a
Very
bit wide.
uncharacteristic whiff
as
there.
Buzz, if he can get right up
T1 make it
against
to the
this
B side.
backside wall,
Gets the plant down.
Bucky could end up doing some damage, but looks like he's going to go for the lab side instead, so works his way around into elbow. Does put pressure on Munchkin Stacks to be able to try to hold the line here, but Munchkin
Zuna
has built up an
investing
orbital strike, so if they
the
can make this close. Never mind, he's
the
just going to send
ult.
it, and he's immediately taken
Munchkin
down.
invests his
Stacks
ult
now
as well,
fallen,
but
Buzz, he's just got
SLT
no way to
needed
try
to
to
get
close
two
this gap.
kills.
I mean,
But he needs to die.
Exactly. He probably
Buzz
goes for a
only
challenge
if
at the last
Bucky
second, try to just get a cheeky
just
kill.
Hiding
But
around the
I don't
corner.
think it's gonna happen.
Just die here, Buzz.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, he gets
Gets a
one.
kill.
Okay.
Makes
Okay,
it as
goes
worth
down.
it as it can be in that situation.
I was going to say, they could just
Nice
leave him.
try from
They
T1
could have, but
going
then it
for a
wouldn't be
bit of a
SLT,
weird
would it?
around.
Yeah.
Leaving someone behind. Unfortunate for Munchkin here, not ready with his gun out to help protect his teammate.
And being a little iPad baby right as the strike comes in. Overall, clean here from SLT.
Yeah,
It's things like that, right? Just
No,
dashing past
working.
the orbital
Okay,
strike. You
doesn't
don't
wanna
see
shot
that
forward
every
today.
day. Even as a veteran, Munchkin not quite prepared. He wanted to peek back out. They were still half a second faster, and now it's a four-man push out
Oh,
of B-Long.
Klaus.
The saturate lands, and LP gets a meteor
Very
spawn.
aggressive four-man push out
Even
from
though the
SLT
saturate
here.
had landed,
Catches
well,
onto
Meteor dies. I
Meteor.
think they just got on top of him so quickly. He's having a rough go of it here as they look to just bully him
Now
out.
Zexy's alone on the
Zexy
A
now
side
with
with
the
an
operator.
operator. There is two
Back
people
A.
in shower. I don't think he's expecting this.
They have a Prowler, they have a Haunt. For the moment, he is dialed in on the angle over
Yeah,
towards short, so easy.
not quite
Able to
expecting
collect
the
the kill.
push from
Conversion path gonna be
shower.
set, but Sachs has already
As
swung
Klaus
into
not reading the
backside,
second,
finds
gets
Dylan and
caught
Klaus.
by Stacks.
Arriving here at Heaven, does manage to come up with the Elim onto the enemy fade.
Now a 3v3.
Just some spam shots.
Buzz does
Spike
have the
gets grabbed
conversion
by Munchkin, the
path.
plant now
LP
coming
can
through.
pop his
He's
Empress.
just trying to get one step ahead so they
Which
don't
he
get
will
caught off
do.
guard once more. T1 starting to adapt a little bit individually.
LP, what do you have? Yeah, LP
He's
still has
1-1,
one
trying to see if he
Lear.
can continue his
Arena
win
blind.
streak. As
Easy
Izu,
taking a
couple
few
taps
shots
sent, but
there, just
make
TP's
his
out.
exit, conversion pass.
Buzz
Oh man, ready
looking to invest
here.
his
Everyone with
conversion
Buzz
path.
reconsiders it. Looks like the
And
line.
does
Okay, now
send
we'll
it.
just be sending it out. Wanted to get a little
Nice
bit more
flash from
information, so
Itsu
wait
and
for some audio
Munchkin,
contact
who
is
just comes
going to be
through.
Cinder now. gone, but Zuna,
finds
it's a
2
1v3.
kills, and now Zuna in a 1v3,
Time's
which
not
should
quite
be
on his
quite
side, so
impossible.
it looks like he will just go
And
ahead
so
and make an
Zuna
exit.
just gonna go save.
Wrapping through showers, Izu on the chase. Would love to get this kill, or at least get the dimensional drift online. And
Oh.
he will through death. Zuna is
finds the kill
deadly.
into Izu while trying to
T1
save, gets to
will
keep his gun.
find their first round win.
I mean, I was about to say, for all the Zuna believers out there, it's not that he lost the 1v3, he lost to the clock. He still
Yes.
takes out the frag himself, right? He's not the one going down. So, just goes to show, I mean, Satcher barely was about to land when Meteor already goes down. Couldn't take out the Lear in time, and throughout this round, you started to see T1 finally realize,
Nice
okay,
flash
these guys are
from,
just trying to
Izu
get
there.
2 steps
Oh,
ahead of
that's
us and catch us off guard. So you see them starting to try to push that back side, be like, okay, you guys want to flood early? Like, we're here for the fight.
Let's see here. Klaus,
Gonna continue to fight.
SLT here going
Quick
for
dash
another
out,
aggro
peek
play
towards
out. This
market,
time
but
towards
gonna be
B
spotted there, so
window.
he's
B
back
short.
Into B as
T1 heard it, though.
Prowler goes forward.
Okay,
So
LP actually
LP
playing in
slotting
front
himself
of the
in the
smoke.
guard and turn the flash to double
Gonna
face
get
forward and Buzz
punished
able
by
to find the
Buzz.
shot.
Nice shot.
Solid opening kill. Still 2 more duelists to try to contend with, one of which has an operator.
Is-
Yeah, so
How
they're
long
trying
has
to
it been
see if
since we've
there's
seen
any
an
signs of that operator
IGL
first and
playing
foremost.
Reyna?
But no reactions
That's
just yet.
that's crazy. IGL Reyna.
Yeah, and now the problem is SLT just doesn't have any information. So they kind of just have to hold the angles individually, hope they get their first shots lined up. You already see even on the A side on the minimap, Zexy's starting to back away since he's not really sure what angle to hold in showers.
Who's next?
Okay. Itsu now. Yorul
Dimensional drift.
coming in.
Check out the site. Cloud's now going to be
Oh,
hindered.
Zuna now in
We're full out of
close.
the dimensional drift, but Zuna still
Okay, Zuna
outdoes
finds another
Izu.
kill on Itsu.
Finds the kill there, looks for a bit more,
Zuna
finds stacks, and
finds a
Buzz
second,
will
but
be able to
nothing
get
more.
some revenge. That
Cinder
rate of terror
just
to
with a
its end.
charge. Crazy running out.
Zexy
Now
will have to
Zexy
go on
wanna
the
just
save.
save.
Operator, just no money behind this, so we'll back away
Hello,
as
Matt
T1 string
Monte
together 2 in a
Carlo
row.
and
Yeah, the big question will be
Kashirski.
if the operator stays in
over
his
on
hand. T1
YouTube.
doesn't have many creds, so I can't imagine that they'll go on the hunt, but they would love to be able to have the chance. So they'll hold their angles, see if Zexy gets crazy enough. It's SLT, you never know. You can never count them out of a high-risk, high-reward play. And I am starting to wonder if this is where already... It feels like it's been a long time, but we're just now
Okay,
passing
I
the
don't know
halfway
why,
mark
but
of this
VO is
half.
not updating
And
the
if SLT's
score
starting to just run
and the
out of
agents
how many
of
different
the
variations can
SLT
you do a
T1
push
game,
out of one
so
side of the map? T1
we
seems very
will
prepared for this. Oh,
check back on that a little bit later.
Multiple teleports.
3
about
teleports
it.
here.
Looks
Zexy's
like they're
right
going to
outside
respect
of the
it, so they
teleporter.
do go ahead.
Okay, but they're
Bang back.
not gonna be.
He's gonna try to go for a wallbang, dude. If he got it,
You're
If he
crazy.
got a wallbang there, I
I would
think.
have been out of this chair.
Sends a message though. I mean, honestly, if I'm T1, I'm thinking, what in the world? This dude's crazy.
I think they've already assessed that. I mean, you gotta imagine they probably scrimmed each other as well.
Yeah, must have at least a couple times, especially before Munchkin joining. I'm sure they've had some history.
Okay, now
in the practice
SLT on
labs.
eco round other than
And now
Zexy's
SLT is slowing
operator.
things down because they don't have good weapons.
Clear of the Han. Okay, operator gonna be confirmed. Is he?
Oh,
Almost has the
nicely
one up.
played from T1.
Wow.
Kill cannot be found. Cinder looking to try to maybe
Cinder
push off
picks
this now.
up the
Just
AWP.
grabs the op and now will peek. Flick not going to be connecting. Tries it again. Gets a hit. But Meteor down to 7.
Oh,
Meteor
Meteor
carries
now
on,
very,
still
very
able to
low.
Find that kill. Push
But
forward. The
Bucky
Bucky
finds 2
quickly
from
claims
LP.
2. And those aren't even the low HP members. Meteor's still alive.
And he gets out. For now,
Gets
dismisses a
out,
second
but
time.
he's very low.
Pops the dismissive. Doesn't
So is
use the
Meteor. though.
devour.
Now Zuna's
Gives so much
positioning.
time for Zuna.
It's being watched by Munchkin.
Munchkin.
Oh,
Okay, Munchkin's
all
good
right.
for it.
He's checking his mini-map for a little bit too long, but
Klaus,
Klaus is still
okay.
cleaning things up on site.
There's a finisher, but dashes
Alright,
just
now it
past
should be
Buzz
too
in the smoke.
difficult.
Now is
LP
LP.
only on 8 HP
And
with
there's
Bucky.
surely
There's
no,
no
way,
way.
that he could clutch this.
With a Bucky.
Well, swinging around the truck. Buzz does back off. Put some distance in. It's a swing coming through. Tiny lick of damage. Lear thrown out.
Okay.
And Buzz will
Buzz
be able to
Stabilizes.
slow the roll. So,
Okay.
3
T1
rounds
now
in a
only
row
one
now
round
for
behind.
T1. In response, they're 1 away from tying it up.
I am really impressed by Munchkin keeping his eyes back at spawn. That just goes to show that he remembers that there were a couple rounds where the lurk came all the way around instead of through mid. It's just really good awareness to consider
Good
this
for
once they've
Munchkin.
started to hold. So now we're convinced that T1 has figured out the pattern for SLT. The real question is can SLT show something different just to get maybe 2 more rounds here in the half?
Okay, SLT. Now with
A
a
bit of
full
a-
buy.
Deep
No more
exhale there
up,
for
though.
Munchkin. Maybe finally starting to feel like, okay, I've got this figured out.
Mhm, yeah.
I now know what to expect, but those first several rounds, as we were talking about, you know,
Prowler
that's
down
it.
B
Maybe they
long.
just come in, they catch
Doesn't
them off guard for a
spot
bit, but
onto
that
either Klaus or
adaptability from Munchkin,
Zuna.
he downloads his enemies.
Zuna here,
Like a
very
lightning coming through
aggressive.
with just a pit, but
Finds
Zuna is
both.
still Zuna. Finds 2 quick kills, spots out Munchkin, and now the
Spots
spike
Munchkin,
is a
now
bit
the spike's
stranded.
down. Zexy finds Meteor on the look as
Maybe
well.
the download incomplete. Corrupted file. As Munchkin trying to find it, Easy will be able to take one, but
Zuna,
then gets caught
4K.
as Zuna does everything pretty much.
Yeah,
Picks
he
up
really
a 4K.
Yeah, the only thing he's not doing is primary IGLing. That's the only thing I can think
Fair.
of for this team because he plays smart. He gets to util, he delays, he gets frags, 4K on the round. And he's the one throwing himself on the line first, and then it's Zexy coming out for the trade. Not Zexy, sorry, Klaus coming out for the trade. Yeah, they're all trading off different duelists. It's confusing at times. But overall, this was a good answer back from SLT. It's them saying, okay, you guys want to wait and try to trade? Well, we're going to bait you into that and now use that against you.
Now Zuna's
now
holding alone towards
On an
B.
island.
4 players of T1 are
Destroyed,
there.
Goes backpedaling.
Breaks the
This
horn,
triple
but
push out.
You don't know how many are
Down
there.
short.
Your triple duel is playing down A
Lurking
short.
around showers.
SLT hasn't done this one,
Mizuna is
though.
in
They
a
push
lot
out
of
showers,
trouble.
hookah, and B main, but
Oh,
not
Zexy
A
pushing here
short.
could
Swing around the
find
back.
Meteor.
Meteor could potentially be at risk.
Buzz
Starting to
picks up
maybe
an
get an idea
eyeball,
of
gets
it.
his conversion path.
Now,
Meteor keep
very
turning
solid
around, finds
understanding
Zexy.
The space it give it up.
LP though.
So Zexy be taken out of this equation with that kill.
Oh,
Looks like the call does just
what is the
slowly
timing
drift
look
back
like?
over towards the A site. It's been made, but LP
Oh,
it's
just
a bit
not
whiffy.
able to stabilize
Munchkin
the
able to
aim
find him. He
there.
calls the movement, so now you've got the
But
rotate. Try to
SLT,
counter this from SLT.
all 3 of them are gonna
this
be
round
here.
starts to feel like a round where T1 is just saying, oh, you guys want to play? Well, welcome to the big leagues. Trying to take them out one by one, stretching SLT thin, already making their way onto the A site.
Okay, Molly goes
gonna be
in.
sent out,
Cheese
but
goes in.
Far too late to try to
Oh, the
interrupt.
orbital
Okay, orbital
strike
strikes
gets
catch 2.
2,
Cinder
and the
fights back to
reveal.
Meteor. Completely
Oh.
pinned in. Izu gone to Klaus's hand as Buzz
And the
now.
Nightfall
Work
goes
cut
in.
out for him, trying to steady
Buzz,
the spray.
good for
Eventually
1.
does, but he's still decayed and low
Good
on
for
health.
3.
But he just absolutely taps them all dead.
Wow, this was a nice attempt from SLT. They were planning on a retake at some point with the Nightfall. They even got the double C's into the orbital
Wow.
strike. It was all working out. They evened the numbers. But with 0 audio, Buzz just says, at the end of the day, it's a gun game. All I need to be able to see is my crosshair. I mean, the molly on top as well.
Wow. Okay.
First one,
Very
sure, long range
close
He's just
round
ready for
here.
it.
Oh,
Wow.
as a stupid man once said, you get shot, you die. Buzz is proving that.
Well,
Okay.
Prowlers now passing by each other on B
Prowler.
main. Both teams quite aware of the setup on that side of the
No,
map. but
this is just
T1
an
uses that
eco
time
round
to start
from
creeping
SLT
in.
with
It's
1 hero
step-by-step pressure
rifle.
process for the attacking team.
LP is here with the
Oh,
hero rifle
well,
and he finds a
Matter,
counter
they get picked
Izu.
off, relearning the lesson themselves.
Yeah, from a little bit whiffy earlier
Oops.
into
Missing the jump a bit there.
very nice shots. Izu dead to the hero Vandal. SLT wanted to keep that in play as long as they possibly can. Push now coming up. Buzz, only one still on the approach from Hookah.
Okay,
Munchkin
Munchkin.
finds both.
What? Okay.
Well, Klaus
Now
now
that's
all
the
alone
hero
on the
rifle
side,
from
and
the
they're not taking any
down.
chances. They
And
spam out the
Meteor
boss.
spam the
T1,
box, finds
they have
Klaus.
figured out
Okay,
all the
the
little
danger on
tricks of
this round should
SLT. I
be
imagine someone's going to be
mostly
watching the flank as
neutralized,
well.
unless
Munchkin's
Zexy
been
has
very
something to say
wary
about
of
it.
the past several rounds in a row.
Has Bladestone.
It's just going to be he himself. Pulls back over into Garden.
Munchkin's
Held in
just
on
so
the
aware though.
angle. Knives flying, but Zexy not finding the hits.
Okay.
Okay, gets a reset on the very last blade.
Get it.
Push forward into the smoke. Snacks is prepared.
It's gonna be
Zexy
an
finding
ace if he
another.
wins this. Okay,
Dashing
no.
over, but Snacks will be able to go ahead and shut down the Jet. So now, tied up 5-5. T1 have completed the run back. Question is, can they gain the lead, or will SLT find themselves another?
Yeah, SLT, they're so close to at least getting a 6-6 half, which I think they'd be very happy about, considering the triple duelist on defense. So I do wonder if a timeout's about due. I thought it was going to come a couple rounds earlier when they gave up that 3-round streak. They still got the 5th round win,
Timeout
but
now.
there it is, a timeout. It's a resource given to you. You might as well use it. And this is a message
SLT
that's
looking to
T1,
try and secure
indicating that SLT, they're not only
this to
looking
make
for
the
6, they want to
7-5
get the
half.
lead. They want to take that 7-5
But if they,
in the
I
first
think even
half.
5, you'll be pretty
Still
happy
with a
with.
chance.
But of course, you won the
Going back
first 4
into
rounds,
another
so
bye, but to be
looking.
able to get it
I think
here.
at 7 it's good, 6 is
Find
decent,
yourself with
5
max loss bonus,
maybe
but
good enough.
still not going to be the most comfortable position economically. So SLT is looking to go ahead and chain these together, as that is a very nice replica.
Yeah, goodness. Great drawing, great cosplay. We got all the fans showing up now over the weekend, of course, finally reaching that Saturday time mark for the SVL. And what a perfect time to be able to
Again,
watch these two
VR
teams
still
kick
not
things off today.
updating.
After the timeout, let's see, the operator comes out for Zexy. Hasn't had the most kills this time around, only sitting at 5. It's not exactly the lowest on the scoreboard throughout
Zexy
the
now
server. He is going to be set up on the B side with 2
brings up the
teammates.
operator
It's
again.
just the Reyna and Brim looking to delay on A. I mean, how far is he going to go out? All the way. This is a bold move from SLT. Now it's an op, so he's not going to be able to wrap all the way around. But that might be for the better. It keeps T1 guessing. As they're wondering, when's the flank coming? We haven't shown ourselves. You guys
Very
don't have
far
information.
pushed up onto
Surely
B now.
you want to push out at some point.
T1 now just holding for
Quiet.
SLT to push out.
T1 happy to sit back and see if these
LP
SLT
the
players
Empress
push
tucking
forward,
in
get
here.
patient.
Klaus
Oh, that
shouldn't
bait
have shot
doesn't
the
work.
bait out.
Such a small piece of action.
Slow walk up the wall, falling
Oh,
Stacks.
and
He's
he
ready
finds
for it, but
Stacks,
just cannot find the
LP.
shot.
Oh,
Talk of that is
okay,
the frag
media
coming through.
eventually
LP going to be taking low,
getting
taken down.
trade.
Izu, Munchkin,
somehow
find a
finding
kill
the sender.
apiece. Things continue to spiral here for SLT as the pit is now
Now
invested.
they're just gonna save.
That might have to be a save. That operator's not coming back if you try for this retake. And it does look like it's Zexy keeping himself as far away as possible.
All right, Zuna, Buzz has got 5 health. It's barely more than a 1v3.
True,
Can
true.
you muster it?
With the pit, looks like Zuna also wise enough to keep his distance. And T1 for now, respecting the opponents, not going in
Okay.
for it. But
T1 looks
overall,
like they're
I
gonna
like
take
the
the
idea
lead.
from SLT. I love that Klaus doesn't oversell the fake to try to plant
Izu
OP
now
in.
going behind just to
T1
get
still
his ultimate.
okay, somewhat wary of
Nice
it.
to
Now this has to
Zuna.
be the escape for
He'll
sure
get his
from Zuna.
dimensional
Yeah.
drift
We
though
see
for the last round and a
everyone else
half.
from T1 also leaving the blast
Okay.
radius, but T1,
For SLT,
they were
you
willing to
have
dump
the
all their
conversion
util and all
path.
their ult on that first contact, recognizing that if we haven't seen movement
And
in the
Stacks
first
has
30,
Nightfall
40
as
seconds, this is
well.
a trap set up. The moment we get contact, we have to get
Maybe
numbers
a
advantage
go
and have
fade
to
out
get the
combo
plant
for T1
so we don't get
and get
caught
this
off
last round and a
guard.
half.
That is the shutdown off the timeout. T1 not letting SLT get back in for that round win. So an operator plus whatever they can scrap together for a final buy in the half. See what it's going to look like, and overall decent strength in this, but it's it's 3 glass cannons.
Yeah, there's no armor on the side of SLT.
So there's
Okay.
strength, there's just no defense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, hey, I
SLT
guess
buying
so. Sometimes the greatest
3
defense is good
rifles with
offense.
no armor onto
You
Cinder,
could,
LP, and
grasp the straws and
Klaus.
say it nullifies Izu's op a little bit. It's a one-shot kill either way. He's got the advantage
mean,
on B main, so now
The AWP
aggression
would
already
be the
out
same
of the
again.
question. Ooh, that Prowler curving around the corner towards the fade would have been risky if SLT wanted to peek out.
Smoke coming down, and once again, T1 just trying to see if there's any aggressive peeking, which it looks like LP is happy to
LP
provide.
Sends out a
It's a
Leo.
little bit of
It's
damage.
a bit Takes a bit of
So now
chip
back
damage.
away.
Finds a bit of
It's an
info.
interesting take from
Now
SLT that they
Meteor's
peek
wall.
out, but they expect
Ooh.
T1 to re-challenge. They've already gone over with a full stack
Okay,
towards
Zexy
B.
here
Only the
holding an
operator holding
operator,
A. Meteor
but
stuck below it
He's
though through his
alone, and
toxic screen.
T1's looking to go to A here.
The iPad ready to call down the smokes.
Who's next?
Does
Here
so.
comes the
Dimensional Drift
smokes.
now going to be coming through. Izu
Dimensional Drift comes
sent
out.
to try to
Zexy
check out
just
through
hiding.
showers, but here comes the
4-man
teleports.
TP from SLT.
All in around the back side.
Spike
As
planted.
convergent paths connecting
Conversion
only
path
on
from
the stacks.
Klaus.
So he's going to be lobbed in. Looking for the
Oh,
quick scope, but
from
Meteor able to strike a
Zexy
little bit
again
faster.
as well.
Zexy gone,
Itsu
Zuna
finds
dead.
kill to
As
Zuna.
it's just gonna
Itsu
be-
finds a second.
Here at the player getting mowed down. Klaus able to fight back for another, but
Meteor
Meteor
at bench.
shifting sides, gets himself over onto the flank.
And
Buzz recovers
finds
the
the
up
final
in
kill.
heaven and sends LP to hell. T1 up 7-5
Okay.
at the half, bringing it back after a rocky
7-5
start.
now.
Yeah, they were
SLT
losing 0-4, but they've
defense, 5
downloaded
rounds.
just the right information at the
Decent.
right time. Munchkin getting a nice
But if they
read
win
on a
this
couple of these
pistol, I
patterns,
think
like the deep,
very
long
likely that
flanks
they
that some of
might
those
win this
SLT
match.
players were taking. Like saying, hey, we're
Depending on
going
what
to
they
wait
have
to see if
cooked
they
up,
pick up because
obviously,
they
but
just don't have information.
assuming
And then
they
we set
have
up a three-man
Shed cooked up
trade
for the
at every
triple
point of
duelist.
attack. Good adjustments from T1 without a timeout.
Halftime.
SLT tried their darndest to recover the
VR decided to work. Okay, VR has decided to work. Okay, but it doesn't really show much. Doesn't show the KDA and everything, but let's just pull it up on stream. Okay. I'll just have it up on stream because at least you can see the agent picks and whatnot. You can see the timeline and everything. Eventually the stats will show up, I hope.
three
'Kay,
ghosts. No
back into the
sheriffs,
map.
no frenzies. Just some
3
standard
ghosts.
pickups here on the pistol round.
Itsu here buying to the sheriff.
Izu hearing all of this noise,
He
but it's going to
gets
be Meteor
punished
behind him.
before
Is
he
actually
can
able to
move
find it as the
Hold
crunch
on,
attempt comes
Buzz.
in. Teleporter taken by
Take
Buzz, but
advantage when he's
Meteor
in their
already
death
has
and
cleaned
actually
things
go
up,
for
so
the
they're going to be
TP.
setting out the molly.
Oh,
Sat there within the
huge
poison orb.
fight.
Meteor looks for a little bit more,
Zexy
but runs out of
whiffy.
bullets, so it's a quick little tuck back behind the box as damage gets exchanged.
Meteor's still drawing so much aggro.
Spot on the one, and Buzz never really
Buzz is
noted
like a
as being
ghost in
around
this round.
showers.
No one know where he is.
Well, gives them the bad news.
Sinner
Stacks, however, going to be
gets
taken down,
caught.
but Munchkin from on high.
Zuna in a
will have that
1v3.
extended
Surely not,
angle
it's a pistol
into
round.
Lamps, finds the kill. Zuna, you're in a 1v3. Diffuse
now they
being
know
held
where he
up the
is.
half, gets a bit of damage in, but Meteor looking to just at least body block,
Gets
but
one.
also draw some
Okay, only
attention.
gets one.
Gives his life to the
Now
cause.
T1 gets to
T1
8.
tie it up in pistol count. Now have a 3-round
SLT, I
lead.
think I'm having
Yeah,
a bit of
especially after
doubt.
that first set of spam from Zuna. T1 just all lining up to make sure that the bullets get stopped
Hello.
before they reach Buzz. It's a good plan, and Zuna realizes just a bit too late. A very bold dash in from SLT, and sometimes you just got to do that with triple duelists. You just don't have the information, you don't have the leisure to play macro, you just attack.
Two players alive. 3-round advantage here. SLT. With the triple duelist, I thought maybe we would actually see them go for a force, but not looking to really risk
Kinda
that.
disappointed that
So there is some
you know,
restraint.
SLT didn't go for
within
a
this team.
force here.
Not nearly by choice, but a little bit. I can agree with that. Although if there was ever a team in a competition to try for the all stingers, this would be it. It would have been a good chance. Now, yeah, not many options, especially on a map like Bind, because ideally you want the longest sight lines under your control. You just don't have the arsenal for it.
Meteor, just a couple warning shots on the
Okay,
timing,
Leo,
but a little bit early.
it's not updated.
SLT up over the top. Gonna try to get some hits in with
You
that
guys can
Sheriff.
see
Meteor does
the-
get tagged up, has the regen armor.
See
Now
the actual
everyone's
score
slowly
though,
taking
so
their
I don't think
places in
it's that much.
SLT. Is there a peek out? Oh, barely gets.
the
Oh,
problem
Buzz actually just goes for the
getting
spike.
And the
more-
spike never got planted. It was so
Yeah.
very
With the
close, but
agents
Suda just
and
couldn't
stuff.
quite get it done. Klaus, however, is able to
Okay,
find two.
Klaus somehow finds two.
Seconds here at Showers alongside Buzz. Gets the shot in.
Oh,
As teleporter going to be taken, but
Okay,
now there is a
Munchkin,
judge,
yeah,
and
finds
Munchkin
Lexi.
ready and waiting here around the corner. Cinder has to join in with his teammate, but will be dead as he enters the TP. And Munchkin finishes it with a classic. So 3 players surviving. Clean anti-eco overall. T1 about to hit double digits if they can find a bonus conversion.
yeah. I mean, this is just one of those things where SLT did their darndest, but Buzz getting the spike away from the planter was so big. If that plant goes down,
Yeah, very different round.
Yeah, the positions aren't so bad for SLT. So Buzz understanding the win condition, and Munchkin still saying, hey, they've got one last option. I'm just going to hold it. And now a little bit of a discussion. It sounded like Meteor calling for something from Stacks. See if there's anything special just to peek out over by the B main side.
Oh,
Okay,
well.
Zexy now finds a counter.
Does he just get the hit, but full armor saves Zexy, keeping him alive. So it'll just be that 1-for-0 trade in SLT's favor for now.
The Prowler re-clear from Stacks not giving full information, though. There were a couple people lingering around Fountain. So Stacks not going to fully believe in it himself. Just goes for a couple of jiggles. It's a reset from SLT, trying to work the numbers advantage.
Buzz is jiggling, able to get a spot out, so
Launching smoke.
taking note. Has that judge, but is actually shifting over, suspecting that there's going to be an approach from Showers. Doesn't see anything, but okay, has a refract back behind the truck. Sauce up and
Okay,
over the top,
Zexy
and
dashes
Buzz is
onto
not
the
quite
truck,
prepared. Munchkin's able to
Finds
find
counter
one.
Buzz.
Swooping in though.
Munchkin finds Klaus,
the
but gets straight
backside
out by LP.
P. That high pen off the Guardian. Come up with the goods. Meteor still on the approach.
Stacks now
Stacks
is
trying to hold
inserted
his
into
own, see if he can
lamps,
get
but
anything
only
back
with
here
a
on the
stinger.
site with that
Not sure
stinger.
how much he can find.
Really does need for Meteor to try to break through and cause some chaos on the flank.
They have no idea about Stacks' location. Nobody's watching
Yeah,
Lamps. He gets a
expecting
backstab
it,
onto
and
Sexy and opens
finds
a Meteor on the
Cinder.
flank.
Hold on, 2v2.
Now they're a little bit more pinned in. Wide
Okay,
swing attempt.
Zuna.
Meteor unable to find it. Zuna will be
Stable.
able to get shut down as there's a
LP
spot.
now.
Quick
Shout,
headshot
that's a
doesn't come through
judge. Okay.
for the jumping judge. Force a bit of an armor rebuy, and some damage does get dealt. 3 players dead. Not a terrible bonus here for T1, but SLT, they win their first round since round 8.
Yeah, they'll be happy just to see that score go up. At the top of the screen, it starts off with a nice clean shot. Good awareness on the refract for Buzz as well. And just overall, we see once again the overall strength of SLT is once they're able to start the attack together, start the fight together, they will be good for the trades. They lost track of Stacks though, so they'll have to consider that in future post-plant situations.
Like a double face out of garden again. Izu quickly jumping across, gets himself tucked just in front of the teleporter.
Itsuno
little
playing
worried
this
for
corner.
Izu.
His exit is a
So
hell of a lot
he's aware,
slower than
but he
somebody
still
else's,
gets
but he's
on,
still able
gets
to
away
get it.
with it.
Not having that double swing ends up costing them Klaus. Stacks playing forward.
LP
Oh,
somehow
down.
getting
LP
the kill
basically
on
strafing,
Stacks.
able to find that kill. Pop flash over the
Nice
top.
flash
Izu
from
finding a second.
Izu.
Sexy going to be eliminated. Munchkin arriving on the
Munchkin
site.
now
Turns back
finds
towards
Cinder.
2, but LP
LP
still able to
doing
find the
work
kill.
though.
Can't plant his feet
But-
though. And this round is all Izu
Okay.
all day.
Lockdown onto the B side.
Suddenly it
from
is just
T1.
Zuna, but
Now
critically,
it's Zuna in a
there's 3
1v3.
people alive on the other side.
How is it always 3, and how does it always feel like this guy has a chance? He's got 50 seconds to work with, so he can take this step by step.
Meteor, looking like he's suspicious that this has
Okay,
been a
Meteor now
rotation.
Suspecting a rotation.
And Buzz? Yeah,
No,
both.
this gives
Goes for
Zuna
everything
a
back over
good
towards that A
chance.
site.
Yeah, but look at Izu's
Itsuno
position.
also
This
pushing
really
out.
30
overall
seconds
has to be
left.
some. Never mind. Well, Izu's got a gate crash, so this is the final draw of if I hear the spike, I'm going to TP back.
I mean, he does, but he's going to be out of audio distance.
Yep.
And even if he does TP, he's going to be right there in the window. Could still be a very easy target unless it's a 2 plan.
I mean, Zuna has to go for the plan if
crash
he's
is
already
gone
on
now.
the site.
Seconds
Yeah. He's going to
Okay, no
walk
more
in.
gate crash. They're
Last
just
second
gonna have
possibility.
to
Checks
rotate.
every single angle. Oh,
Buzz
Buzz
is
is
out.
Oh,
out.
last
Yeah,
possible
he's coming
second.
back a
Buzz
lot
is
faster
here
than
though.
he might anticipate.
Spike
Not
planted.
really being
TP.
quiet about it.
I'll find you.
On set. Teleporter heard the Hinder connecting,
Hinder,
and
wow,
Izu
okay, Izu 4K.
will be able to get the kill. They set him up very nicely, and that gives him the dimensional drift.
Yeah, overall, in the back of my mind, the gate crash there in Hookah, there were several things that indicated T1 did have some idea of the fact that this might just bait him onto the B site. It just took so long. He literally waited until the last possible second, so it almost got T1 out of sight, out of mind. But Izu with a great hold on site, and I said I was worried for him in B main, but he's able to step just wide enough on an off angle. Catches Klaus for the first kill, and from there on, it's all history in favor of Izu. Now,
Okay.
over at the
Timeout,
double digits. I mean, I was thinking the same thing, Izu. As he said the 4K was nice. He says the 4 kills. Thought I heard something else. And Izu was also a little confused. But now the 4-round lead.
She's been here every day to cheer for SLT.
A fan of Sexy, I believe.
Yeah.
At least the uniform. Sexy's uniform. And obviously, the SLT fans would love nothing more than to take down yet another trophy lifter from 2025. T1 fans, just having some fun saying, what? T1's gonna win again today? Is that what we're hearing? I mean, so far, they're looking like they've figured it out just enough.
As the round over round understanding, and Munchkin has been able to obtain here. It's been fascinating to watch. You can see that its first several rounds, just wondering, okay, what are they going to do? How do we counteract this? From round 5 onward, they've had a very strong understanding. Munchkin also has fragged his way to the top of the leaderboard there. 16 kills on him as Orbital Strike just cuts off the axis here to sight. Won't find any kills itself, but it completely slows down this hit.
But it was so early, and now they're just scared of a flood in. And SLT's been able to bait out all the important information. There's an outlaw, they dodged both shots!
Izu there whiffing his shots.
I mean, just insane from Izu to not be able to connect onto either of those. Can't escape, and now there's an outlaw in Klaus's hands. Obviously, everybody from T1, plenty of money, so they all have the full armor. Certainly has to cause some concerns. You still want that.
Yeah.
Klaus will be able to find it. And then looks to back away, so a 2-player advantage now.
Okay.
And they have ults
nice
to convert this round.
Oh yeah, I mean, they have to be
and
dumping these. They
Cinder
have to be
heals
planning on
this.
using all of them.
Cinder. Oh,
Cinder.
spot out.
He must
Good.
have.
Dax has seen him.
Stacks must have
Scoop the wall
seen
bang.
him.
He's going to try to creep up, but
Okay.
will be able to get one back. So now smokeless
30
for the
seconds
attack
left.
into A.
But you know it's a 4v2 on site. Stax was guaranteed to be on B.
Virgin Path's able to get the hit. It is a judge around the corner,
Oh,
though.
close.
It's a disaster!
Dancing around the guy!
Just wide swing, and he doesn't fire fast enough on the first to be able to get the kill. Stacks now would be an ace clutch.
Okay, Stacks.
Finds a second. Baits out both the outlaw shots. Very smart. But it looks like
Looks like he
Munchkin's
just
call,
wants to save here.
at the very least, is to back away and save the weapon. Stacks doesn't have much money individually here, so will just be a retreat. I would have liked to have actually seen him go for it.
I
but
know, he's got some history on this map.
Yeah. This time around, though, SLT are able to get a win, converting from the timeout. As Zexy sprinting in from behind. At the end of the day,
Zuna
kill
doesn't
here
find a gun
would
here.
give Stacks his ultimate, so not going to be able to get that Nightfall online quite just yet, but it's a thrifty win for SLT.
I love the dash in. I mean, we'll watch every part. The fact that they hit back with the stinger, they're able to bait out the outlaw shots. This was the Klaus show all around, because right here, what he's utilizing is not just the hinder, but you get a speed buff as well as, of course, that waylay, and he just baits out the first shot, runs way past with the run and gun, and now SLT's back in the game. An eco for T1,
Now
Hero Phantom
T1,
saved
you're on the
over,
eco. Hero rifle head over the bars,
and it's gone.
and he's one shot to
It
the
is.
outlaw. Did I see the
Did
headshot to
find
Zexy, but it was a
damage,
phantom.
but he said weapon lost. That's going to hurt more than anything else. And Meteor, getting Dinked there through the corner. Smoke dissipating. Stacks around the corner should absolutely be dead and is. Ended up finding the one,
Hey,
but
Meteor,
nice little
shot.
double peek, splitting the attention. Meteor finds a shot, and that is going to be a weapon attempted to be recovered, but
Klaus.
just around the corner is Klaus. Bounding
Meteor,
forward,
another
however,
nice shot.
Izu. He is just playing Meteor in.
And this would had to have been a call for Meteor because he got dinked by Klaus earlier in showers. They were well aware of that position.
And I don't think Munchkin on this angle is going to be red at all. He is here
Munchkin?
so quickly. Cinder now coming in for the check, though, and Munchkin
Bit
it's just
asleep
a
there,
hair to the
Munchkin.
left on that pre-aim. So now it comes down. Izu and
actually
Meteor to
1
see if they can
HP
get
though.
a 2v3 conversion to pull off a
Investing
thrifty of
with
their own.
the
Clone sent through the
dimensional
teleporter.
drift here.
It's trying to distract him, draw them away.
Dimensional drifts checking out. Doesn't see
Oh,
anything though, and
sexy.
on the exit,
Okay.
Zuna just wraps the corner and Izu falls. SLT not allowing for the thrifty. They're getting closer to tying this up.
And when you kind of zoom out of it, it's a cool idea from T1 on that 2v3. Send the clone through the TP, then the Euro ult, and now you're guessing where Meteor might be. Was it through the TP or not? But SLT just not faked out enough. A great attempt by Meteor and Izu, though. Catch the two members on the A side, do their darndest. But the B side had just been broken down too much. Now a 2-round difference. SLT still has a lot of ults, by the way.
Yeah, haven't had to use
here comes
these.
the pit.
As, oh, they're just gonna go diving in. They are hunting for Meteor. They found
Oh.
him!
How?
Can't try it fast enough. Izu able to find one.
Izu
Munchkin
finds
getting
one,
sexy.
Munchkin finds one as well.
So they're looking for the trade
Cinder
back, but
trades it
now
out. It's a
the site
3v3.
open. The plant can
Cinder's
come through.
orbital
It's a blink
strike.
and you miss it. 2 for 2.
Texas Nightfall.
Cinder still's gonna have an orbital strike for the post plant. The Nightfall going across interrupts the plant for now. Prowler on the chase, spot on the Cinder. Saturate on the planter, the up and over, the drop down. Buzz
Okay.
finds the kill, refracts back to heaven.
Nice melee play.
It's a very good idea to try to minimize.
Orbital
they're just gonna
strike,
send the orbital
invest
strike.
early.
Someone
Oh, he
offensive
catches
and gets him right at the edge.
They got enough shots on the stacks to weaken him up. Cinder
Oh,
forward into the smoke,
Cinder.
just barrel stuffing the upper, finds the kill. It's down to
Buzz!
Buzz. He gets
Wow.
them both!
Okay.
Another bailout 3K from Buzz. Will recover the op and gets a Google Play clutch.
Wow. Every time they've desperately needed him, Buzz says, I'm still right here, don't worry, boys. What an incredible clutch because SLT took the momentum right back. I mean, just a swarm onto the site. It gets crazy, but it's SLT that takes the numbers advantage. But this right here, making sure, we don't care if it gets planted or not, but you know you have to stick it. The saturate was purposely held off until the last second to guarantee the kill. And then he's able to wrap things up.
Okay.
Still in with a buy.
Oh,
Easy this time.
Izu. Good for
Nailing
it.
his shot once again.
It was a huge
Early
roll made by
death.
Buzz.
And with that, in SLT, they lose just so much space. No long range information. You know the off is holding that long angle. Saturate now sent as well. Klaus kind of scared of being swarmed out.
Klaus sees
Lots out stacks.
This
Does
refract
have
would
information,
not
however,
be the best
on Meteor,
refract.
still tucked there at Garden. Izu,
Expires anyway.
same time
Here
pushing
comes
forward
the Leo.
here, does disrupt. Sentry gets lobbed in. Go for the swing, the
Oh, he
peak
finds
finds
LP
it,
and
gets
he
out
peace
scot-free. Munchkin at the same
And the
time,
judge.
Cinder
Okay, yeah.
will fall to his judge. With 2 players left, pretty rough economy, at least for some. This may just end up being a save.
Yeah,
Probably should be.
Yeah, I think it absolutely should be. 40 seconds left. Although with SLT, you just never really know. But this round is another lesson learned for
30 seconds
SLT.
left.
When you're fighting against the best, when you're fighting against VCT Tier 1 teams, you know, that fake pressure, it doesn't work as well. You already lost a member. There was no reason for T1 to get swayed by one person challenging stacks on B main. Oh, well, okay, SLT tries to go for another opening. Getting a bit desperate, I would say, for a round win here.
And Klaus,
10
you need to
seconds
save
left.
this.
Yeah, I think this map's over.
Looks like he'll be perfectly safe where he's at, tucking into the
Uh-oh,
cubbies, but
nope.
spotted!
Okay,
Oh,
he's
the
good
timing
for it
though.
though.
Buzz not expecting the
Now Buzz
repeat.
has his
Saw his
own.
hands go up like, come on! But T1,
Match point.
they get this up to map point.
Well, it hasn't been easy for T1 either, but they do continue to show that experience does count for something. Just, not being shaken too much, all holding each of their angles when they need to. Still being able to clutch up, more than SLT can when it really matters. The thumbs up, yep, hold it in, Buzz, hold it in. That was good, he's maturing, he's learning.
Just push it down.
Okay.
Oh man.
That is so good. Well,
Oh,
okay,
Izu.
dropping down, looking for a kill.
Meteor?
Meteor lingering here within the sky smoke, able to find Zuna just off
Does
the
it?
gun barrel.
Sex. Oh,
Pushing forward. Oh,
sexy.
sexy! Just B-hopping by. Absolutely dunks on him with a shorty. Looks for a little bit more, and he's gonna
Sexy
get it. He's
on
up
for
on
the
ace.
ace.
But they try to play him in.
LP
No,
gets
LP
it.
says, I need to keep this weapon.
Yes.
We do not have the money for this.
Yeah. No, that was good. I was almost afraid that they would go too far to give that ace over. But when Zexy plays like this, it suddenly just makes you wonder, like, why have teams stop playing Jet? Because the Bladestorms used to be so good. He's always good for at least 2-3 kills, it feels like.
Oh,
And then the jump in with the shorty.
he's so fast.
He's so fast.
He's so quick at realizing that he's got a kill secured, and then he's out, or that he's not going to have the angle, and then he's out. It's some of the best. It's like a very small, like microcosm thing that you could really hone in on, but it's some of the best just tailwinding I've ever seen.
Yes.
Well, he does get tagged, drops down, and Meteor finds the timing. Just as I'm singing in praises, that's just Meteor
Meteor finds sexy.
getting a very good sense of it.
Oh, they got to watch out for the spam through the smoke. T1's been very good with those to stop the plant.
I realized about Izu's my question. LP swinging the backside. He's taken out. Meteor does fall. Soon
Oh,
able to find money with
Stack somehow gets
comes up
two.
with
It's a
two with that
1v3 for
Guardian now.
Cinder to try
It
to
is
keep them
all
alive.
on Cinder's shoulders. I know exactly where he's
the
at. The full
flash.
flash
Oh,
connecting,
okay.
avoids the convergent
Dodging.
paths.
The converging path
Dax
here.
rotating up into heaven, and now he's
Oh.
saturated, hindered into the corner,
GG.
and dead. 13-9 continues to be a scoreline that SLT sees.